Developing and implementing a strategy, in my opinion, is the hard part. Executing is the easy part. And I have found that really if you do 4 simple things, the execution moves along fairly well. If you've developed the vision and culture and people know what they're doing, you've developed the strategy, they're ready to move forward. People like to do stuff, right? They like to work. We all like to work. The first thing you do is document. Document everything. Have it down in writing. Have that plan, have that strategy in writing. Have it documented where it's available for everybody to see. Email it to the world. There's nothing secret there. Assign responsibilities. Make sure the folks on your team know what they're doing. Those action items, at our company, action items have a name by them. It says, you're going to do this, John. That's John's responsibility. He's got to follow through with that action item. Assign responsibilities. Make sure people know what they're being held accountable for. Gain acceptance. This is hugely important. Somebody within your organization has to provide you acceptance of that strategy. It may be the boss. It may be the people that are not on your team, but you're depending on to help you with that. This is the guy in the IT department who's going to revamp that who's going to write that program when you revamp that website. It's that photographer that is not an employee of your company. It's whoever you need, whatever resources you need, you've got to gain acceptance. But you also have to gain acceptance with people within your organization so that they'll support you and they understand what you're doing. And then you got to evaluate. And I've got arrows here because it's a continuous process. An evaluation is continuous. Because when you go through this process, you document, you assign responsibilities, and you gain acceptance, and then you evaluate and you find something that doesn't work, you got to go back and redo it again. Or, plan B. And then when you evaluate and find you're going to change something, then you got to go document that again. And you got to go assign new responsibilities, and you got to gain acceptance. Then you evaluate. And it's a circle. But again, I'm here to tell you that if you've developed the strategy properly, you've implemented it properly, and you have the right vision and culture, this is the easy part. Because people want to work. They like to work. Then you need to start measuring the results. And measuring is not just going, well, it worked or it didn't work. Part of your plan, as we talked about, is having measurable goals. And understanding what those goals are and properly measuring them. Have a system to measure. That's part of the evaluation process as well. But measure those results. And when you measure results, you have to be brutally honest. So what's more honest than an antique dealer saying, I sell dead people's stuff, right? That's brutally honest. You have to be brutally honest when you're measuring results. We talked earlier about the book Good to Great. And one of the principles of that book is that an organization has to be brutally honest within itself. They have to honestly assess the company and honestly understand what's working and what doesn't work. And then be very honest in the decisions they make. So we're going to eliminate this or we're going to add this. So be brutally honest in measuring those results and making sure that that strategy works.